Hello. I'm going to get on here and just talk a little bit more about purpose. Yesterday morning, my husband left for work, and I took a moment to thank my husband for all that he does. He provides for us, this life, our family. He goes to work. He doesn't complain about it, he enjoys it. What a gift it is to have a faithful, consistent, and loving husband who is willing to do that role to afford us this living. And he reiterated thanking me then for all that I do. And I kind of was like, all I do. But he said, for making this house a home. And he said, you have dinner on the table. I was like, sometimes. But it hit me once again, purpose. How easy it is to overlook the importance of the purpose in what we do daily, Being mom and wife, it's not a glorified job. More often than not, I have day-old hair, usually up in a bun on the top of my head. I'm in chore clothes, not cute clothes. Last time I talked, though, about character or attitude by which we do the things we do. And the attitude by which I take care of my home is also one of those character attitude focuses that show my purpose to glorify God in even these little things. So it's hard to believe that for a time as a mom, my purpose may be laundry, but truly that is a large part of my job right now that I do, my purpose. To care for my family, to do those things that show them that they are taken care of, that they are loved, that we want the best for them. When Jesus told the Pharisee or the Sadducees in Mark 12:28 that the greatest command is to love God with all your heart and mind and soul and strength. And then the second was to love your neighbor as yourself. And we know that we can't love our neighbor as ourselves if we do not first glorify God and love God, because it's His love that flows through us that allows us to love our neighbor. But if you think about it, who's your closest neighbor? Well, mine is my husband and my kids. Those are the ones that are closest to me. They are who I am purposed most to show God to glorify God in front of. And when I got that, my brain kind of was like, wow, kind of blew a little bit. And because these are the people that see the worst of me. These are the people that see me at my lowest. These are the people I can't fake it in front of. So if I can serve God and then serve them, then I can glorify God really anywhere. So there's this old saying that fake it till you make it. But it's not possible in this house. It's not possible here. They're going to see the end of me, right? They've got the real T on me to speak to the, I don't know what gen that is. But Matthew 25:40 says, truly I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers, you did it to me. I know when Jesus talks about, he's talking about the children and the widows and the poor and the ones that we just kind of put off to the side. I don't, whatever. To me, that's my kids and my husband too, because I take them for granted a lot of times. I think about if Jesus were here, because he said, whatever you do to the least of these, you do it to me. So if I'm putting them off, like not giving them my whole attention, not giving them, the best of me, I'm doing that to Jesus. And I think, well, if Jesus came here for dinner, I'd pull out the fine china, I'd put on my best clothes, I'd be smiling the whole time, I would be present. I'd put my phone down, I wouldn't be distracted. But is that what my kids get? Is that what my husband gets? Do they get mom that's focused on all the other things and distracted by the things that falsely give me meaning? Instead of a mom, focusing on them and showing them their purpose is to glorify God, even in the tiniest little details like laundry, like cleaning the bathroom. Is that the mom they get? I want to be the mom that glorifies God in all of the little things so that they can see Christ in me all the time. And I know it's not possible to be on all the time. They're going to see the worst of me. They're going to see my down moments, and that's absolutely okay. But they get all of me, and they should get the best of me. And I just think that that's our purpose, That's one of our purposes, right? When we're glorifying God, when we think about glorifying God, it's not just going out and then being good out in public and like glorifying God out in public. Raise your hands when you're worshiping at church, right? It's what I do in the smallest of jobs with the people who see me all of the time. Am I glorifying God there? Because that's my purpose. Because if I'm glorifying God here in the little things, that teaches them this is what family looks like. And it builds family up. And then to build family up means that they move on and they have families of their own and they build family up. And then instead of the world that wants to destroy family, that wants to tear that apart, we build a different world that builds family up, that encourages family, that gives our family the best. Because when we glorify God in the littlest things here to them, then they can glorify God in the littlest things to others around them. Our purpose, obviously, glorifying God first, loving our neighbors second. And I think that neighbor, first and foremost, are your family, those people you're around all the time. Anyways, I hope that blesses you.